got another Dutch junior now. They're being a bit rough to me here, aren't they? And we got Max, who is a brilliant player. Okay, but let's keep the focus. We're going to get white after this game. We had 2 whites to start with. Must be a break after this one. And let's now... Do we go for the dodgy... Okay, I'm going to go for the Dutch. I played b6 at the weekend and I lost horribly. So I'm going to go for this. I played Max in Reykjavik 2 years ago and he must have prepared this position. Now I'm not going to play one of my normal moves because I expect he's prepared that because I was ready to play him there. But we're going to go for this. And he's banged out this. Okay. Which makes... This is Kariaking versus... Hikaru, and yeah, I'm just trying to remember. trying to remember what I thought you could play here, but do I play this? Okay, we're gonna. Do we play this move or not? So I'm not so familiar with this Queen E8 idea. This is not my normal move, but I have looked at this position. I'm just not obviously remembering stuff because I've got a shit memory. Do we even come around this way? But he gets a lot of play over here, right? So A5 is my normal plan here, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to hit the mark. And if we come in with a knight, well, I'm not sure. I might reroute, but it is very risky because C7 could be a target in many lines. Okay, we will reroute and come around here because I like putting my knight on this side of the board, but I'm quite cramped here. So he's obviously done his preparation for this. Yeah, so I played Max in Reykjavik and I lost in the Stone Wall Dutch in a very important game. He's a really up and coming, I think he's a kid. He's not really a kid, he's probably like 20. Everyone's a kid to me now. I mean, like, I probably told the story yesterday. I was at the Forum CL and Jonathan Spillman came up to me and thought I was 50 years old. It was like, thanks John. But I like John. John's one of the nicest guys in chess. Let me just going to put the fans up. So he's just trying to kill me on that side of the board. Fair enough. You keep going, son. And here I probably have to play A6 when that pawn comes there. So we need to start doing stuff on the other side. So let's flick this one in. I don't want to put the knight in the way of the queen, and we're going to go for a kamikaze tally-ho old boy attack here. Okay, so he's trying to open up the bishop. So A6 would be normal now. You can also move this one. That gives him the C6 square after this and this, but maybe we have to give him the C6 square. Do we play this? But I don't know. A6 takes, and his knight comes in. I think I have to move this rook out the way. He's making a lot of progress over there, of course, but you know, it's a bit like a King's Indian defence where I haven't got my attack quite yet, but it's coming. Here, here, and then boom, boom, in we go. Cross the fingers and look to kill. It's a bit optimistic. I have to be, you know, but you know, that's what life's about sometimes. Now, okay, so he's lining up over here, and this one is now probably his main idea. Now we could go b6, but then his rook comes in. We could really do creating some play here. Now this one he just takes. Knight here. I think I have to play. Let's keep going. It gives me e5 moves at some point. E5 and g5. We have to do this. Here I can... Okay, so he's going for this pawn. Fair enough. Now b6 becomes more possible, and I would like to get my bishop here, right? He played that very quickly, but let's play b6. Has he got knight in here? Maybe. Just the kind of stuff that a young attacker would do. Okay, I mean, even I could come here and tempt some weaknesses on that side of the board. Okay, b6 here, kind of come into this square. b6, knight here, takes, knight here, and then I take here. So I'm going to go b6. And the reason I'm doing this, you know, I want to get another piece pointing towards his king. So like I said, I'm very cramped. He's playing very confidently. But I've nearly got full development. And, you know, I've still got faith. I've got pieces over here. These knights, they can start doing something. I mean, I've played the dodgy Dutch for God knows how many years. I mean, I'm not a full believer. C5 could be an interesting move here. Takes. And yeah, okay, I just have to do it and see what happens. But so I played the dodgy Dutch so much now, it's like, okay, I know it's a bit dodgy, but to hell with it. Okay, so I think we have to play bishop here, and we get another one lined up. And now might be ideas of these ones coming in. Now this one, okay, does he have a knight jump? I don't know. Knight here take that one off. G5, F4, what am I doing here? Knight E4, takes, pawn takes, kind of like that one. Let's go this way. Got to move a bit quicker again, I keep saying that. And we're going here because I want to get this square, some stuff going. Very interesting position. Very interesting position. I mean, again, I'm sure the computer says I'm worse, but takes, knight here. I mean, how takes? I have to take with a pawn. Knight here, knight in, h4. Well, takes. The knight comes back. I can grab on e2. You know, this move I'm a bit scared of. So I want to get rid of this knight so I can put my bishop there if he ever plays this break. If he plays it now, of course I can take that one and put it here. I mean, I'm probably going to be dropping some pawns though. I mean, who knows if my idea of playing b6 was right. I could have maybe not opened the area of the board I'm weakest, but still a fun position. And the way to think about it is, even if I lose this game, there's still chances to qualify. So, so Max thinking, and takes, knight comes back. It just feels like I might have some initiative there, and grabbing this pawn is a useful option to have. So, what else am I doing here? Well, I'm trying to bring some pieces in like this. Maybe I can flick in an f4, and if I'm really brave, we can go here and try to keep motoring as such. Maybe next move I'm playing knight here, knight takes, bishop takes here, king takes, knight takes here, and if he takes here, check, king comes back, and like tally-ho with f4, all in. Tappy! But of course that's wildly optimistic, but you know. And takes, what did I say? What was that? Hang on a minute, did I just, here, takes. I just lose this one. So I've got to go here, that was it. Here. Okay, so he's playing this. I have to take with a pawn. And now taking on e2 is clearly critical. And this move is also the move I want to play. But then after this, I don't see a good option. Otherwise, you know, this move, not really happening, is it? Here, ever. Here, e3, queen takes. No, so I have to take on e2, correct? I hope this is safe, but okay, we've got to grab a pawn, it's clear. And my bishop has ways to annoy, but I've got to grab this one. Now, there are some interesting exchange sacrifices you can do. You can take this and take this pawn, but, you know, it's just a mess then. We don't mind a mess. Queen e3 going for an ending I was wondering about. But I think I can take, and put something on g5, whether it's a bishop or a knight. And I hope that works well. So I can put a knight there, and if he takes, I have to take with a bishop. h4, I've got check. And there's a bit of a discombobulation with these two pieces, which is unfortunate. But I'm a pawn up, so it's probably okay. So this was very interesting. So yeah, so we oh, is he going to go here and bishop f3? Fuck. So he's got bishop f3. Wow, I missed this bishop f3 move. Traps my queen. Oh god, that's a real shocker. It looks so good. Bishop f3 getting the queen. This without, yeah, this just dawned on me that this is well, okay, but then I got knight h3 check, and I got this. Have to play this, right? And this here takes knight h3, king here, rook takes here, queen takes, king takes h3. I haven't got many pieces left there, have I? Probably not working, but what else can I play here? Got to go for this. Any other options? Don't see any other options here. Here just looks so wrong, this move. I mean, I'm probably just losing. So we have to go here and we have to pray. But I don't think it's working, unfortunately. Now here, knight takes. Bishop f3 again. Knight takes here, takes my queen, take his queen, it's too slow. And I don't think this is good. Now here, a discombobulator trying to stop his bishop coming back. Here, check here. It's just this. So okay, let's have a look. Takes. Just don't have many pieces there. Check here, he comes back. It's 2 pieces up to the good. I go here, just don't believe. Oh, it's threatening checkmate with bishop here, and that's the end of my thumb. Ooh, okay, so I need to, but then I don't want to lose this piece either. So, don't see it, guys. Here, unfortunately, don't see what I'm supposed to do in this position. I mean, d5 is the only move I can see to try and. I'm just trying to stop a defender coming back. But what else? Takes, check, king here. Knight takes, bishop f3. Resign. Queen takes, king takes here. And bishop f3 is coming, but then. No, g5 is not even threatening anything. It's far too slow. Got nothing there. So I've got to play this. Just see if there's anything comes my way. Because I've got to stop this one coming back. But I don't really see what I'm doing after this. In this position. Bishop takes. I mean, it's a bit of. I've got check. That was another way to play check. Wish I had more time. Check here, takes, check here, and again, it doesn't seem like I'm gonna have enough there, does it? I've only got a queen I'm attacking with. It can't be enough. So what am I doing after this move? Bluffing at the moment, by the looks of it. Rook here, takes, check, king here. Queen takes d2 and knight here. Still a piece down. I mean, so many bloody pieces down. Takes. Rook here. Not working. Check here. Check. And if he takes, his queen can always defend. So here, check. Why can't he take my bishop? I think he can take my bishop. I played this because I can't see any other option. You can take my bishop. And what am I doing? Takes, check here. Knight takes, queen f3. Nothing. So I don't really see what my plan is, I have to admit. Am I just playing this? No, that just can't work. So this was an instinctive move, but it doesn't seem to work. Takes, rook f3. He's a better player than me, so he's maybe seen something I haven't. Rook f3 takes, knight takes, king g2, knight d2, queen d1. Yeah, I can't see. I can't. Yeah, he's obviously played it. I mean, I'm running out of pieces. It's a problem I often have. Check, king here. I mean, I'm 2 pieces down. It's a bit of bluff, isn't it, really? Bit of bluff. And nothing is really working in this position that I can see. I'm running out of pieces everywhere. Queen d1 is such an annoying move because this is very interesting. Takes, king here, knight here, queen d1. So otherwise, you know, this is checkmate. So that knight's too strong. Can't see it. Don't think I'm missing anything. Takes here, takes. Can't see a move there. Check here, queen takes, king takes here. Nothing happening there. Not gonna checkmate with a lone thing, and I think this is it. Check, king here. Got to make sure. Time is ticking as well. Knight takes here. A bit annoying to takes. Check here. Knight takes. Takes here. Okay, that's maybe the best chance I can see. Let's go with a check. And knight takes, check. Okay, that's the best thing I can see. Okay, so knight takes, check here, and h5. How does he defend that? So check here, now h5. If the rook comes here, I have check. So how does he defend this? Threatening queen h2. This is nothing, right? So h5. This is my threat. If he goes here, I can take that one. Some bullshit still going there. Maybe not enough, but you know. If he goes here, then I have knight check. So actually, knight f3 is forced. And I mean, I'm just playing instinctive moves, and somehow it feels like I might, you know, if only I could calculate again like I did in the old days, right? But this is quite forced, so he has to. I mean, this is big, yeah. I mean, he can go king h4, but then like knight somewhere, and I'm threatening queen g4. God, I haven't got any time. King here, knight here, rook f3. This is wild. This is wild. But I need more time. I need more time. Give me more time. Ah, king here then is king here. Knight e3 is just like what else to play, yeah? Got to then something to f3. Knight f5 check, but I don't know. I mean, king here. What about knight here? Or actually, why don't I take that one if I'm doing that? Then rook f3. Oh my god, he's played it as well. Check here. Check. Oh man, look, I haven't got enough time. Knight e3. Ah. Oh man. Oh, take some things. Must have been something better than this. Shit. Okay, yeah, I mean, maybe there was something there, I just not quick enough to see it. This is desperation, but I'm still trying some malarkey. And it is malarkey. Complete malarkey, isn't it? Yeah, there's nothing here at all. We'll throw a check in. Probably king here is best. Okay, we got this check. Did I miss something right at the end there? With no time? Maybe. Okay, I mean, this is resignable now, but... well, what a game. I mean, I need to bounce back after this one, clearly, but I wasn't able to calculate the way, and I think we can resign now quite safely. It's gone. And let's have a look. That was very interesting. Getting quite hot in here. Got sunburnt earlier as well. That's my excuse. Let's have a look. So it might be a bit noisy with the fans. I apologise, but it's bloody hot in England. I might have to open that window again. And it was all bollocks, and I never really had any chances. I thought I was tactically getting back in the game there. Excuse me, I just need to open this window again because it's getting far too boiling. But in actual fact, I never really managed to, did I? In that game, and well played to my opponent. So we need to bunk up and win some games. So the last chance, okay, was very interesting, and we're not all computers. And this was, I missed an idea here. So knight g5. I actually had something here. Let's have a look. What did I miss? Tough game. So when I went knight g5, apparently there's a way out of this. So this move just looked like it was... Ah, so I can play the knight back to d8. Such a hard move to see. So I can give the rook up here. Knight d8. And very interesting, very exciting variation. But this knight g5 stuff just doesn't seem to be working. And... if we look at other parts of the game, well, it's always going to be a little bit worse for me, isn't it? It is a dodgy Dutch. I'm thinking that this was probably a mistake as well, because, you know, why should I open up? You should never open up the area of the board where you're weakest. I mean, I should just get on with it. So even something like this, I think is probably the correct way to play. And the reason for this is I'm trying to tempt him into playing h3. Because otherwise this is like, you know, always there. And when he plays h3, okay, I can come back, and now I'm claiming that I have a hook, like g5, g4. Of course, it's a bit speculative, but the computer won't like it. But against a human, this kind of stuff's quite scary, right? You know, can be quite scary. I mean, the computer's still saying I'm talking absolute plonk, but we're not all computers. So an interesting but well-played game for my opponent, and even though it was very fun later on, I'm kind of glad that I didn't miss anything in this position. So d5, yeah. So c5 actually is a much better way of doing it. Of course it is, but yeah, c5 game. Okay, but this one I'm not. Knight h3. I did play this. So I played the best line, but at the end of the day, I don't have many pieces here. And there's no point starting taking pieces, because at the end of it, I'm going to be so many points down. Now, the one variation also I looked at here, you know, it's going through my head, was rook f3, which looks madness. And I know, forget about the computer for a minute, but I just want to show you my thoughts, because you don't see the computer when you're playing. And suddenly, this move looks very close to winning, because I'm actually threatening the queen, and I'm threatening queen takes f1 checkmate, but he can bring the queen back to d1. And obviously I resign. So knight h3 correct, and if I try to go for these rook takes f2, it's just not working, because I'm only, you know, you can only do so much with a queen. It's not, you know, it's not happening. So this seemed correct, and now let's just look at it a bit more. His king comes out, and now I played h5 very quickly, and this move he'd have to give up his queen because I'm threatening. Queen g4 was the move I missed, and just a little. Well, I mean, I say I'm short of time. I played h5 too quick, but as the computer says, he can give up his queen, and he's got far too many pieces for me to survive here. So h5 at least threatens checkmate, and now he's got to be a bit careful, because if he goes here, for example, stopping this one, it's suddenly the end of the game. This is going to end up in checkmate. These two pieces are going to kill him. For example, king g2, knight e4. He goes king h3, knight g5. He comes here, and we get checkmate. So it's kind of like, you know, scary for him anyway. So he has to play. He has to find this move. So you can see how well he calculated. That's why these Grandmasters are so good. They play very well. And now I had not enough time for me, and I was just trying to think, where should this knight go? And none of the moves look good, because obviously if I could play queen g4 here, it's checkmate, but I've got a piece in the way. And I ended up taking here short of time, but there's nothing here. I actually thought around here there might be something, but his king is remarkably safe now, funnily enough, blocked by his own pieces. So it was very exciting stuff, but it didn't end up working my way. So we need to. So we're not, certainly not in qualification now, but there is 5 rounds to go, and we need to certainly pick up a couple of wins now. So the pressure is on.